Welcome to the news headlines this Sunday. In his first Sunday as Bishop of Rome, Pope Leo XIV led the Regina Caeli prayer at St. Peter's Basilica before over 100,000 pilgrims, marking Good Shepherd Sunday and the World Day of Prayer for Vocations. He called for support for vocations and urged young people, do not be afraid. He ended with a prayer that, may the Virgin Mary, whose entire life was a response to the Lord's call, always accompany us in following Jesus.
A fragile ceasefire between India and Pakistan is holding after days of deadly cross-border clashes that left over 60 dead. The truce, backed by over 30 nations, has been welcomed globally. Tensions soared after India struck targets in Pakistan, blaming them for an attack in Pahalgam that killed 26 tourists. Both sides have issued warnings, but say they remain committed to peace.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has offered direct, no-precondition peace talks with Ukraine in Istanbul on May 15, aiming to end the three-year war. Ukraine's President Zelensky called it a positive step, but insisted a ceasefire must begin by May 12th. This comes amid ongoing intense fighting, with both sides reporting dozens of strikes and drone attacks in the past 24 hours.
Meanwhile, Putin hosted leaders from Palestine, Zimbabwe, and Burkina Faso in Moscow during World War II commemorations. The talks aim to strengthen diplomatic ties and discuss regional issues. In a meeting with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, Putin focused on ways Russia could help de-escalate Middle East tensions. Meanwhile, Western leaders, backed by the U.S., urged Putin to accept a 30-day Ukraine ceasefire.
Following up of yesterday's news of the effects of cuts in U.S. aid, violent protests erupted on Monday at Kenya's Kakuma refugee camp, with police reportedly firing live rounds as refugees protested food and water shortages. The camp, home to 200,000 people, faces worsening conditions after U.S. aid cuts. A resident blamed U.S. President Donald Trump for the crisis, highlighting widespread frustration. Aid reductions have fueled both hunger and insecurity, raising fears of deeper unrest.